Hi guys. Sorry I can't be with you today. Luckily, we have technology to help me report on our analysis portion. Now, before analyzing and evaluating Quartz and Telos partnership, we need to remember our goal. So our goal is to evaluate the Quartz call center process to determine recommendations to improve efficiency, effectiveness, and of course, customer experience. So our top priority and strategic focus is on operations and enabling technology to improve customer experience and quality. So our tools that we will use to analyze scores are the following. Wait lang. Ano ba to? Yeah. Porter's value chain, balance scorecard, and SWOT. So Porter's five forces will be used to understand the factors shaping the environment and the industry for quartz. As a bonus lang, pinakita ko lang dito yung website ng quartz para makita niyo paano sila nag-ooperate. So here they market themselves as being the cheapest sa Singapore. So okay. So let's start with competitive rivalry. So there's numerous competition, but none of them market themselves as having the cheapest prices. So like I showed you earlier, yun nga, sobrang mura if you buy in Quartz. Pero marami silang competition. Quartz is actually number 4 with 12% of the market share. So hindi lang naman yung retailers ang kalaban ni Quartz, but also direct sellers and wholesalers or the brands themselves. So they compete with Acer, Dell, Sony, Apple, at kung ano-ano pa na direct sellers and wholesalers. Okay? Next is the threat of new entry. First of all, entering the retail industry in Singapore or any country for that matter is not an easy task and it will require huge capital. Pero the growth of online stores in the country and its neighboring countries may be a threat to Quartz. According to a research by Euromonitor, Singaporeans are an avid online shopper and are the most confident cross-border buyers. So actually, pwede nga rin silang bumili sa Malaysia. Lapit lang eh. The increasing popularity of e-commerce stores may be a significant threat to Quartz. Next is the threat of substitution. Quartz, being one of the retail stores with the most competitive prices, have an edge over other retail companies kasi nga mura eh. But replacement or substitution comes from other online stores na medyo mura rin naman. We have Shopee, Lazada, eBay, etc. Pero pagdating sa bulk orders, you can find almost everything in Quartz. Next is the buyer power. So, wala na masyado issue dito except yung population ng Singapore. Why? If this is the projected population of Singapore until 2022, we're gonna see that their population is only at around 5 million. Having less people, but more business that compete with each other in the industry gives consumers the upper hand. No? Okay, so last, supplier power. So since Quartz has multiple suppliers ranging from manufacturers, distributors, this gives the company advantage in terms of negotiation on payment terms and prices of products. So baka mas makuha nila ng mura yung mga supplies nila, kaya nabibenta rin nila ng mura. Now, Quartz currently outsources its call center and delivery service to Telus. Dito na pumapasok yung project namin kasi one of the major findings during the assessment was its post-sales customer service and late deliveries. So ano ba itong mga graph na pinapakita natin? Actually, ito yung mga call logs noong April to May 2017 just to show you ano yung mga pinakamaraming volume ng types of calls na natatanggap ng Telus with regards to Quartz, of course, delivery. So meron naman syempre yung iba, tatanong lang sila kung paano ba i-mount yung TV, naman ng receipt, o saan yung mga branch na malapit. Pero yung pinakamaraming volume is, yun nga, may concern sila sa delivery. So next graph, yung subtypes ng calls for delivery, ito yung apat na lumalabas. So first is to know the exact timing of delivery, postpone delivery, pa-reschedule, waka-wala. So actually marami silang concerns when it comes to delivery. So actually, opportunity to na ma-minimize natin o ma-improve yung customer experience if we improve on the delivery side. So currently, they have an ERP system naman, which is Navision. Now, medyo technical na itong mga network diagram na ito, but from the highlighted, it basically means something is wrong in the middle. That's why people are complaining about. So first, call center does not have visibility on where the delivery is.
SpongeBob, where's my order?
Hindi naman alam ng call center kasi yung providing the information to the customer is dependent on the supplier, not on the call center. Pero sa point of view ng customer, the delivery service and courts are one service.
Did you look under the tray?
Okay, so from that finding, we can see that there is an opportunity to reduce the call volume. They have this IVR system. Now, this IVR system allows for self-service. You might have encountered this when you're calling Globe to ask for your bill or Smart. No, no. Now, this current system deflects up to 52% of the call. There is a finding that the complaint goes to other channels instead. So one story from an interview with a manager of courts is that since nade-deflect lang sila dun sa pagtawag nila, they go to the branch themselves to complain. So actually, that's our main finding for the Porter's file. Okay, so next is the value chain analysis. In value chain analysis, recall lang, our goal is to recognize which activities are the most valuable to the firm and which ones could be improved to provide competitive advantage. So it was identified that top issues are due to customers following up for delivery and inquiries from different channels. So it was discovered further, agents are unable to follow through will promises. Also, they are unable to track unique contacts. So it's not possible for them to track kung sino na yung tumawag, anong concern nila dun sa current system nila, which is Navision. Next is the balance scorecard. The scope of our analysis here is the call center scorecard. So they have their own, which we are going to evaluate. So since the priority of our project is to improve customer experience, we need to analyze the fundamental metrics that needs to be collected and measured in the call center industry para maintindihan natin bakit sila ganun. Our objective is to improve customer experience. So ano bang mga minimeasure sa kanilang drivers? First is the overall customer satisfaction.
Perfect.
Call handling time.
Perfect.
The agent's adherence to the standard operating procedures. And of course, yung calls answered on time. So ang mga KPIs nito or key performance indicators is customer satisfaction, average handling time, quality of the call, and the service level agreement. Mainly, ano lang tayo, percentage of calls answered on time, tsaka speed pag SLA. Further drilling down, we can see here are their KPIs. So nahati pa siya sa tatlo, which is SLA, ABS, and AHT. Here are the definitions. SLA refers to calls received within 20 seconds. ABS refers to calls abandoned after 10 seconds. And AHT, it refers to average handling time. So we can see that they only measure 3 main KPIs, no? So parang medyo kulang siya eh, no? Di pa natin ma-define ngayon pero parang may kulang siya.
Hindi naman po masyadong malamig, pero malamig. Sakto lang po. Parang parang Baguio na mas malamig po.
Here are our findings based on the balance scorecard nga that we evaluate.
Finish him.
So first, calls queuing after 40 seconds are being transferred to voicemail. These calls are currently not included in the SLA and abandon rate computation. So wala siya dito. Right? Wala siya dito. Scorecard metrics are not computed correctly. So pag tinignan natin yung metrics nila, they compute based on average speed of answer as opposed to the number of calls answered by the CCRs. Further, shrinkage or wastage, mga nasasayang na resources, is not accurately tracked. No? And correct capture of data resulted to incorrect forecasting of headcount requirements. So actually, may problem rin sila sa headcount. So Outsourced call center, of course, currently does not have a forecast process or workforce management team. So ano to, tansyahan lang. So hey guys, this is the last part. Konti-tiis na lang. This will actually also be our summary for our analysis portion since this covers lahat na na-discuss natin kanina. So first, we discuss the strengths. So we now know that Quartz has a large network of stores and product offering. Meron silang 80 stores in Singapore and over 14,000 lifestyle products. The market as having the lowest price in Singapore in terms of consumer electronics and furnitures. They cater to both business and consumers. So meron silang B2C and B2B na model. So their weakness, first is their IVR system. So from our reporters, we found out that customers are unable to reach the call center kasi nga complicated yung IVR setup and nade-deflect sila because of yung self-service. So actually, hindi naman na-answer yung mga concerns nila, but their calls are being deflected. Next is their system, Navision. Although they have the ERP system, mali naman yung meron siyang system limitation eh. Like it does not capture data on unique customer touch points. So whenever the customer calls again, ulit na naman sila ng process and hindi na-address talaga yung concerns nila na tinawag na naman nila dati pa. Next, in the scorecard, is kulang-kulang din yung scorecard nila. Incorrect yung calculation of metrics nila and they do not capture and measure customer satisfaction. So of course, there's always an opportunity to increase market share through online channels. So like I discussed earlier, they're currently number 4 in terms of market share. So maybe if they expand more, they would be number 3 or number 2. So lastly, for threats, actually, these are external factors. Wala naman masyado because this is a strong brand, a large retailer, of course, given in competition. But the biggest threat we can see is they are not adherent to the lemon law. But industry-wide naman itong issue na to, unless may pumutok, they should be able to live with it, at least for now. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for listening. I leave the floor now to my group mates to discuss our project. So that's it. Thank you and see you around. Bye bye.